Good afternoon everyone and welcome to a new little vlog. We're going to discuss the weather in Tenerife today and how you can find the sun even if it's overcast like it has been lately. Now the last 2 weeks, definitely the last week or so, have been like this, overcast, a bit grey, a bit miserable, and a lot of people jokingly say to me, oh, what have you done with the weather? We've come for the sun. A lot of people at the moment are a little bit annoyed, especially if you're from the UK, because back in England they've got lovely weather, and here it's been mostly overcast, a little bit cloudy. Sun's just poked through as I've started this video. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how Tenerife does have a lot of microclimates. There's a huge divide between the north and the south of the island in terms of overall climate as well. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can try and find the sun if you're a massive sun worshipper. You know, you're all about the sun, lying in it and everything like that. I'm going to show you how you can try and find it, even if it's overcast where you're staying. The sun is normally out somewhere on the island, and I'm going to show you how you can try and find it. The likes of my mum and dad are here at the moment, and they are not too bothered. They do come to Tenerife regularly, and they don't mind it being overcast, especially we've got the baby at the moment. So they don't mind it too much, but I know a lot of you are like, you know, I want the sun, I want the blue sky. So I'm going to jump into, I'm going to explain a little bit more about the microclimates that we have, some of the weather that you might experience when you come over. And, you know, overall it is very, very good, but we still get, you know, overcast days, things like that. And I'm also going to discuss how, as I said, you can try and find the sun on the island when you're over. So let's jump right into it. So I've got a little bit of an article here to read to explain a few things, especially the term microclimate. That does refer to a certain set of atmospheric conditions that pops it up in one area and is localised there without in any way extending to or affecting other nearby regions, even if they are quite close by. What this means in practical terms is that it may be chilly and pouring down with rain in one town, but sunny, dry and warm in the next village over. There's plenty of examples of that. Normally, if you head over towards the airport, it's a little bit dull. You can even get rain as you head to the airport. I see it all the time, dropping my cars off there. But here in Las Americas, you can have full sun. It's glorious, everyone's on the beach. While this is actually quite a rare occurrence throughout the planet, on Tenerife microclimates happen with some regularity and even frequency. This is due to the island's particular and somewhat peculiar topography. Specifically, the extremely steep rise from sea level to the soaring heights of snow-capped Mount Teide creates certain factors that lead to microclimate formation. So as an island, we do get it a lot more common than other places. For example, anabatic winds, which are defined as warm winds that blow upwards. It gets quite technical. Propelled in Tenerife by the warmth of the volcanic Mount Teide, cause clouds to form rapidly without warning in some areas, but not in other areas. So the landscape, the way the volcano is, the winds that we get can make clouds form very, very quickly. You can notice that you'll get up one morning, Teide's clear as a bell, you think it's going to be clear all day, and then within an hour, you know, Teide can be covered in clouds and you'd have to drive through the clouds to get there. It can change extremely quickly. You may find yourself sitting under storm clouds in Los Cristianos, while a few kilometres away in Playa de las Americas, the sun continues to beam down all day, and you wouldn't even have a hint that a few minutes drive away, a thunderstorm could be underway or it could be raining. While this all may sound a bit daunting, the truth is that the microclimates don't affect the weather much for those staying, particularly it does stay very, very dry overall. We don't get too much rain. Sunny southern side of the island is, you know, the most dry, sunniest place to stay. The north does normally get a lot more cloud cover, a lot more rain, a lot more damp conditions, and it is a huge contrast. When you go down to the north, you'll see it becomes a lot more green compared to here, which is a lot more dry, dusty, that sort of landscape. Even if you look on Google Images, you'll see a huge contrast there. You can drive around the isle and marvel at the sudden wondrous climate shifts, but if you had enough of the sudden pop-up cloud burst or a blast of cooler air, all you need to do is head back to the glorious sunshine that's almost certain to be shining above certain areas of Tenerife. So that all ties in, that last sentence there about driving. You can get the bus or you can drive to other areas where the sun can be out. Now the prime example that I have today It's been, you wouldn't think so, but it's been overcast and cloudy in Los Cristianos all day today. Now I went on the Webcam website. I'm going to leave the link to it in the description. I'll put it up on the screen as well. All you have to search for is Tenerife Webcams in Google and it will come up. And we looked on the webcam and we could see that El Médano, just down to past the airport, was in lovely sunshine. So we drove down there, we had coffee there, and it was sunny. Here in Los Cris at the time, a few hours ago, it was full cloud cover, you know, a little bit cooler. So a lot of people ask me, oh, what's happened to the sun, etc. You can always normally try and find it. On this webcam website, you've got like the likes of El Médano, you've got Los Gigantes, you've got the North, Santa Cruz, and you can go on that webcam. If you wake up here, Los Cristianos, that's America, Sadeki, it's overcast, you're fed up, you want the sun, you can go on this site, look at the webcams, you can click through them and see, oh look, it's sunny in Puerto de la Cruz today, let's jump in the rental car, or you can jump on the bus, head there and get the sunshine there, go to one of the beaches over the other side of the island. Again, another example, last week we went to Carnival. It was cloudy here in Los Cristianos, about 21. Drove up to Santa Cruz, full sunshine, 31 degrees. Huge difference. So my point is, you can always find the sun, and the easiest way I like to do it is through the webcams, the weather apps. They're fairly accurate, but you know, I like to click on the screen and see it's blue skies, the sun is shining, there's people on that beach, let's head there. So it's just to alert you to that website. I will leave the link to it in the description. As I said, you can put it in Google. It's one website and you can see all the different areas. You can click through the cameras. Even if you're planning a day trip to Puerto de la Cruz or Santa Cruz, you'd love it to be sunny, you can check the webcam before you go. If it looks cloudy, you can change your plans, your ideas. If you do want to rent a car, that is what I do here. That is what I have, a car rental company. So I will leave the link to that in the description as well. If you want a car, we can do them for a day. We can normally try and do them a bit last minute as well. We had that over the weekend. A few people woke up, they were fed up with the cloudy weather and they rented a car and they went and explored. Normally going up Teide, you drive through the clouds so you can get a bit of sunshine up there and explore a little bit. Or you can get the bus as well, that's an option. They've got a good bus system here. You can get various buses all over the island, especially to El Médano, various places like that. So that was just a little bit of a tip for you. If you come here, there's no guarantee that you're going to have glorious sunshine all week. We've seen that this week. So do have a few plans for if you have cloudy days. I've done videos on that before on the channel, so again I'll link them in the description. I've done a whole video on ideas of things you can do when it's cloudy, when it's overcast. I've also done a full video on the best months. I went through month by month, the weather averages, the best months for temperatures, the hottest months. I've done a whole video on that as well on the channel before. It's the most commonly asked question. Everyone wants sun on their holidays, but it's not guaranteed, so have a few plans. I hope these webcams do help you. I'm sure a lot of you will just want to have a nose at the webcams anyway. It's, you know, back in England, it's raining. Have a little look at the webcam of Las Vistas, Los Cristianos, and they're running all day long. You just click on them, and they're just permanently 24 hours a day running the webcams. So I hope that does help you. If you're coming over, have an amazing time. Do remember, even when it's overcast like this, get the sun cream on. I've seen so many people this week, and they were like, oh, well, it was cloudy, I didn't think I'd burn. Get the sun cream on, you will still catch a tan, you will still sunburn through the clouds. The sun is extremely strong. Okay, so we do have a special guest here at the beach. Quick outtake. What would you do if it was overcast, cloudy like this? When we were kids and we'd come on holiday, what would you do with us?
We used to take you rock pooling.
Okay, rock pooling.
Nicest place for that was around at Gayetas.
That's Gayetas, yeah.
We used to do it. And remember once we let Catherine do it, and we didn't realise, again, always beware of the clouds.
Yep, just gone through
Cloudy
that.
day, she got burnt.
Yep.
And we felt so guilty.
The
other thing, the rock pooling is just great. Get a net, get a bucket, go and see what you find in there, all kinds. If you've got a dog,
come and walk the dog, that's what we're doing now.
If you haven't got a dog, go up to the rescue centre and walk one of them.
Yeah, that's a good idea as
Lovely
well. I've done a whole vlog on that, that's on the channel as well.
Great thing to do on a dull day.
Yeah.
Also, again, but we're golfers. Golf's good on a dull day.
Yeah, if you don't want to get sunburned, it's too hot, you can play in a day like today.
This now would be absolutely great for 9 holes. But unfortunately we're back with the family and Jude and everything, but hey ho, you know, we've walked the dog.
There's mixed few ideas. I hope you do help. Drop in the comments exactly what you do as well if you had an overcast day.
There is one last one you can do.
Right.
Well, there's no sunshine in a bar.
Well,
just a thought.
I know everyone's going to say bars, but we've got to think bigger than that.
I was just thinking outside the box there. There is no sunshine, is there, in a bar? There you go.
I hope that does help. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Drop your comments below. What would you do in Tenerife if you had these overcast days? Would you just stick it out? Would you go and explore? If you've got any ideas of what you would do, or a particular thing that you like to do when it's overcast, do drop it below in the comments. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, check out all the other Tenerife videos, and stride on. I will see you soon. Bye guys.